Some travel days are about distance, others are about contrast. And then there are days like this, where you cross so much of the world that the version of yourself that left doesn't quite match the one that arrives. Leaving Madagascar wasn't a simple departure, it was a sequence. Airports, connections, long-haul flights, and the gradual feeling that you're moving further and further away from something familiar. We started in Antananarivo, surrounded by red hills and dense city movement, and slowly stepped outward into a completely different global rhythm. Each stop along the way felt like a transition point. The air changed, the language shifted, the pace adjusted, and somewhere in between all of that, the journey stopped feeling like a straight line and started feeling like a reset.
There's always a moment on long travel days where your sense of time just gives up. You stop asking what time it is because the answer doesn't help you anymore. We had meals that didn't match the clock, naps that didn't feel like sleep, and Joe confidently announcing we were almost there, at least twice before we actually were. But that's what makes this kind of journey different. You don't just move across the map, you feel the shift. By the time we were on the final leg, I wasn't thinking about Madagascar anymore. I was just curious about what comes next.
And then, after all of that distance, Rarotonga appears. It doesn't gradually introduce itself, it just arrives. A small volcanic island surrounded by a lagoon so vivid it almost doesn't look natural. From above, the reef forms a near-perfect boundary, holding the ocean back and creating this calm, protected space inside. After everything we've seen recently, large landscapes, layered cities, long distances, this feels focused. Simple, almost deliberately contained.
It's one of those views where you stop whatever you're doing and just look. No distractions, no overthinking. Just that quiet moment of, okay, this is different. And after that journey, different is exactly what you want.
Landing in Rarotonga is less about logistics and more about atmosphere. The airport is small, efficient, and welcoming in a way that feels personal rather than procedural. There's no sense of pressure, no rush to move you through as quickly as possible.
And you notice that immediately. Nobody is trying to get ahead. Nobody is rushing past you. Conversations take a little longer. Movements are a little slower. It's not disorganized. It's just not forced.
That's what people refer to as island time. But it's more than a phrase, it's a different approach to how time is used. Instead of compressing everything into efficiency, it stretches moments out so they can actually be experienced.
Which is great, once your brain catches up. At first, you're still in travel mode, expecting everything to move quickly. Then you realize there's no reason for it.
Rarotonga's landscape is the result of volcanic activity that began millions of years ago. The island rose from the ocean floor as molten rock cooled and formed a central landmass. Over time, erosion shaped that land into steep ridges and valleys, creating the dramatic interior we see today. Around the edges, coral reefs developed, forming a natural barrier between the island and the open Pacific. That reef plays a critical role. It breaks incoming waves, protects the shoreline, and creates the calm lagoon that defines the island experience.
So what you end up with is a mountain rising out of the ocean, surrounded by its own natural swimming area, which feels like someone designed it specifically for maximum enjoyment.
And because the lagoon is shallow and protected, sunlight reaches the seabed easily. That's what allows marine life to thrive here. One of the most interesting things about Rarotonga is how simple its layout is. There's essentially one main road that circles the entire island. It's about 32 kilometers long, and in theory, you could drive the whole thing in under an hour.
In theory. In reality, you'll stop constantly, because every few minutes there's something worth pulling over for. A view, a beach, a small shop, or just a moment where the light looks too good to ignore.
The road isn't just functional. It connects everything: villages, beaches, local life. It all sits along this loop, making the island feel both small and complete at the same time.
It's the kind of place where getting somewhere is less important than what you notice along the way.
We head to Titikava on the southern side of the island. This area is known for its clear lagoon and quieter atmosphere. It feels more residential, less commercial, and gives you a better sense of everyday island life. Paradise Holiday Homes is where we're staying, set within dense tropical gardens. The property is designed to feel private, but not disconnected.
And the moment you step in, everything shifts. The noise drops, the air feels softer, and suddenly there's no reason to rush anything. Joe immediately decided the pool was essential for recovery, which was a very strategic way of saying he was going to lie down and not move.
Long-haul travel requires adjustment.
You adjusted horizontally.
The best way to understand Rarotonga is to get into the water. So we head to Titikava Marine Reserve, one of the island's most important protected areas. The reef creates a calm lagoon, but within that lagoon there are different zones: shallow sand flats, coral gardens, and deeper channels where water flows in and out.
Which means 1 minute you're walking comfortably, and the next you're floating without warning. It keeps you alert.
That water movement is essential. It brings nutrients into the lagoon, supports marine life, and keeps the ecosystem balanced. One of the most remarkable features here is the giant clams. Some can weigh over 200 kilograms and live for more than 100 years. But what makes them truly interesting is how they function.
Because they look like something designed. Bright colors, almost glowing patterns, sitting perfectly still like they know exactly what they're doing.
Those colors come from symbiotic algae living inside their tissue. The algae perform photosynthesis, producing energy for the clam. In return, the clam provides protection and access to sunlight.
So they're not passive, they're actively working, just very quietly.
They also filter water, improving clarity and supporting the entire ecosystem around them. Beyond the clams, the lagoon is filled with reef fish, parrotfish, butterflyfish, angelfish, each playing a role in maintaining balance. Parrotfish, for example, help create sand by breaking down coral and processing it.
Which means part of the beach exists because of fish. That's a fact you don't forget once you hear it.
Everything here is connected. Remove one element and the system changes. As evening settles in, we head to Mori Night Market. This is where the island's food culture comes together in a relaxed, open-air setting.
It's social, but not overwhelming. You move through it naturally, picking what you want, talking when you feel like it, and just enjoying the atmosphere.
The scale keeps it approachable. It's lively, but not chaotic. Ikamata is the national dish: fresh fish marinated in lime juice and combined with coconut cream.
It's simple, but it works perfectly. The freshness does most of the work.
It reflects how island cuisine developed, based on availability, simplicity, and balance. By the end of the day, the transition feels complete. Not because everything is understood, but because the pace has changed.
You stop trying to rush. You stop trying to plan every moment.
And you start matching the rhythm of the place.
Or you try to, and eventually it wins.
Giant clams get their vibrant colors from what? A. Minerals. B. Reflection. C. Symbiotic algae. D. Diet. If you think you've got the answer, drop A, B, C, or D in the comments. No overthinking, just go with your instinct. We'll be watching to see who's actually paying attention and who's just here for the views.
And don't disappear after this one, because next up, we go deeper into the Cook Islands. Less arrival, more what happens when you stay. Hidden spots, unexpected moments. And let's just say, Joe makes another confident decision that may or may not go well.
If you're enjoying the journey so far, hit subscribe and come with us. It only gets better from here. And trust me, you're going to want to see what this island has been hiding.
So drop your answer, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.
We have a winner, and I am not being chill about it. Someone just took that leaderboard apart like it was light practice. Moves were intentional. Timing was locked. Confidence, unbothered. Big congrats to our champion. You absolutely showed out. Your notification is about to land quicker than a live patch update. Keep an eye on your comments. We'll grab your details and get that prize moving your way. Smooth process, zero chaos. Didn't see your name this round? Don't switch tabs on us. This isn't a one-off highlight. It's an ongoing storyline. And the next chapter is about to drop. Fresh reset, clean board, new energy, so power up those fingers, because the next spotlight, it might land right on you. No hesitation, no slow reactions, no watching from the sidelines. Stay bold, stay sharp, stay locked in. Let's see who takes it next.